impeachment inquiry against suspended Public Protector, Advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane, has testified that EFF Deputy President Floyd Shivambu was in possession of a top-secret intelligence report into the SARS rogue unit. The Section 194 Parliamentary Inquiry into Mkhwebane's fitness to hold office resumes this morning. SABC News parliamentary reporter Bulelani Phillip has been covering this story and joins us live now via Zoom. Very good morning to you, Bulelani. What is the latest? Can you give us a summation of what's been taking place thus far?
Well, good morning to you, Desiree, and to the viewers at home. Basically, yesterday what happened was that there was a witness who is a senior executive manager in the Office of the Public Protector, basically coming under cross-examination by both the legal team of the suspended Public Protector, as well as getting questions from some of the members of Parliament. Obviously, part and parcel of the process why she's here is that she's here to testify on the charges of misconduct and incompetence that have been leveled against the Public Protector. And one of the themes that has been, carried right through her testimony is the issues around the harassment, intimidation of staff members under the tenure of the suspended Public Protector. She is one of the people who has actually been taken through a disciplinary process for failing to meet deadlines of submitting reports to the Public Protector. And in her testimony, she did indicate that she did actually take the Public Protector to the Labour Court and successfully won that particular matter because she felt that the Public Protector actually overstepped her powers and actually deviated from the processes of policy within the office around, not adhering to a recommendation that was tabled by a chairperson who is independent of the panel that actually oversaw the disciplinary process of this particular witness. Now, what this witness has actually tried to say was that the fact that the Public Protector had the discretion of trying to overrule the ruling of the DC that was eventually overturned by the Labour Court, she felt that she was actually being victimized and harassed by the Public Protector. Again, she also testified, as I said yesterday when we were talking to Desiree, around the unhealthy working conditions within the Office of the Public Protector under the Advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane, wherein that one of the people who she was working with in one of the investigations was actually dismissed by the Public Protector because of failing to meet these deadlines. That person eventually passed away a month after his dismissal. Now, what she was saying is that the person was not given an adequate time and space to be able to recover from a stroke that he suffered 6 months before his dismissal. And then she felt that, the manner in which his disciplinary case was handled was actually not sympathetic and was actually given unreasonable deadlines. So that's the kind of picture that the witness has actually been trying to create around the leadership of Advocate Mkhwebane. But then come again, on the other hand, Advocate Dalimbofu actually, when he's cross-examining the witness, is saying that given the fact that one of the charges that has been leveled against the Public Protector is that she is incompetent. And he's saying that given the fact that she is actually now going through this impeachment process, why should she be given an impeachment notice? And then she, who is also part of the people who compiled one of the reports that are under review, she should not be dismissed by the Public Protector. And therefore, she is saying that the manner and circumstances around the compilation of the report under question had different circumstances. She was going through a family bereavement process and therefore should not be held liable. And eventually what she's saying is that the last person who actually authorizes and signs off on all reports in the Public Protector is the one who's under question in the inquiry. Desiree.
Bulelani, the suspended Public Protector was on the Watchdog program, an evening program on SABC News last night, and she kept harping on the fact that everything she has done has been in an effort to try and protect the South African public, and in due course the South African public will appreciate this. Is this the same line that her defense is taking at this process?
Well, it's a theme that has been running through the questioning of the advocate Dali Mpofu, who is representing the suspended public protector, in the sense that he's trying to push a narrative that says that the public protector, when she came in, she was unhappy with the backlog of investigations and therefore demanded a specific timelines in terms of finishing those particular investigations, because she's the person ultimately who's accountable to the public and as well as to Parliament around some of the investigations. Now, he also went to lengths to say that there is about a 215 million wage bill a year of workers. And those workers, if they take 4 years to finish a report, it means that government would have wasted about R1 billion on an investigation that has not been completed. And therefore, she was entitled and she was duty-bound to ensure that she holds people who work under her accountable in terms of deliverables. Hence, he's trying to actually dismiss the narrative that the public protector was a heartless person and was unsympathetic and was this horrible enslaved driver boss. So eventually, at the end, I think when the ultimate legal discussions are done in the end, I think the public protector's narrative has actually been that some of the witnesses that are coming before this inquiry are disgruntled employees, are people who have got an agenda, and are people who do not want to actually live according to the standard that had been set against them. And again, the advocate Dali Mpofu has been saying that, these targets that have been set by the staff under her were actually set by them, not the public protector in person. So they were actually duty-bound to actually stick to the deadlines that they set for themselves.
So today, what can we expect?
Well, today, I think there is a matter that has been outstanding yesterday, and I would gladly want to answer the standard question that you always ask me every day, is that yesterday we finally got a confirmation that the legal team of the public protector has actually finally submitted the names of witnesses that it intends to call. But at this stage, we don't know the number and the identities of the people that they intend to call. But the legal team of the public protector, led by Advocate Dali Mpofu, did indicate yesterday that they do want to put 3 matters on the record. And in most cases, those are matters that are actually asking or applying to the inquiry that must be considered. But at this stage, we don't really know what those 3 matters are. But in terms of witnesses, we do expect that there will be a lady that will be coming to testify, Ms. Nelisiwe Mkhwebane. I'm not quite sure at this stage her title and her involvement in the investigation. Desiree.
Bulelani, hope to get another update later on in the show, but thank you so much for setting the scene for us. Bulelani Phillip is our parliamentary reporter covering the story of that Section 194 process in Parliament.